This video is called Growing Cotton Wild in Costa Rica. So about a year ago, these were planted from seed, and you'll see there are these little white balls on here. This is actually cotton, like a cotton swab. So I have free cotton swabs, cotton balls, for the rest of my life. Now I'm going to see if I can do this with one hand. Inside, we have a little seeds. There's probably 10 of them in each little pod. Let's see if I can get it out here. See that seed? Oh, I gotta unravel it from the cotton. The cotton's protecting it, but in there, that's where it is. That's the seed, and you'll plant that, and then within a year, you get these giant, like a cotton tree. And at first, it will turn into a beautiful flower, which will come out, they come out two colors, pink and white. I don't think there's any flowers right now. They start as these buds here. Do you see that bud? And then it will become the flower, and after it flowers, it becomes, you see me pulling it? Cotton, like pure cotton. So at some point, because I have a lot of these, we'll be able to make our own clothing and fabric. But also, I literally just use this, my female dog Jasmine, how do I put this, attacked a giant iguana, and then while attacking it got bit twice, really gnarly, like almost down to her bone, really bad, probably needed stitches, but I know kind of emergency medicine, I've done it to myself, so I did it with her. Emergency happens, I call the veterinarian, but she seems fine after 3 days. But immediately I was able to pull these off the tree and use them to stop the bleeding, because she was bleeding pretty bad. So as I was cleaning everything out on the concha on the court, I was using these natural cotton balls that grow on my property. So how cool is that? And I just want to touch upon our memories and viewing cotton in the United States in movies. It was always slavery days, and you always saw like kids picking the cotton and people picking the cotton and kind of bending over to pick it. That's because the cotton, now this is a little weird, the cotton in the South in the United States must have been cultivated that they only picked the small plants and they only bred the smaller plants, so it would be easier for children to pick it. How sick is that? But it's the truth. And then if you start cutting, pruning things about shoulder height, you'll start to get all these little outgrowths along the bottom. So I imagine if I were to cut this, it would just start boosting out to the sides like this, so it's easier to harvest. But what's really weird is in slavery days, they must have done this so that the kids could pick this and the adults were doing work elsewhere, because this is very easy for an adult male, normal height, to come through and pick these without any issues. So of course you're going to grow things for abundance, but I think they were also growing them so little kids could pick it, which is a sickening thought about the United States. But here, obviously I don't do that. We let this grow wild. I'm going to look at how much cotton is here. This is just really cool to see. Like, look at the amount of cotton. And the reason I'm pulling it off is because these will all become seeds that I'm now going to have planted over there. So we'll have more cotton along the line. But this is another one, and you can see it's really tall. I have a basketball hoop there that's 10 feet, so this is probably 12 feet tall already in 1 year. So in 1 year, things grow about 4 meters, and I have infinite cotton. So at some point, I'll start harvesting this and selling it like a retail product here as it gets a little more abundant in following years. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see all of this cotton? It's pretty extraordinary, actually. Look how much is growing. I don't know how much I pay, probably $5 for a big bag of cotton swabs. I have that right here, so I got free cotton swabs for a year already, and hopefully soon more people will have them too. And that little table was actually harvested. I should say harvested. It was laying in the side of the property as garbage, like the other people that lived here didn't even use it. So we extracted it and put it out front here because this is the entrance to my restaurant and store. As we finish renovations, people can grab some food at the restaurant or even the store and come here for a snack before they leave Vasconia, hang out under all the beautiful trees in the shade, and they can steal some cotton from me along the way. So, growing cotton in Costa Rica.